Today I am going to discuss about the treatment of discount in journal. Normally there are two types of discount. One is trade discount and other is cash discount. Trade discount. What is trade discount? This discount is allowed by the wholesaler or the manufacturer to the retailer at a fixed percentage on the listed price of the goods. So it is allowed to the retailer when he purchases the goods in bulk or in large quantity. This discount is allowed both on credit as well as cash transactions since it is related to the purchases and not related to the payment. Always remember there is no separate entry passed for the trade discount as it is deducted from the cash memo or the invoice of the goods. Cash discount, on the other hand, is allowed to the customers for making prompt or early payment. In other words, cash discount is allowed only if the customer makes a payment within a fixed period of time. Such discount is provided by the seller or by the vendor or the trader just to motivate the customer to make the payment at the earliest. This discount is allowed at the time of making the payment, so this entry of a cash discount is recorded in the books of account. Discount allowed being a nominal account or discount is a nominal account, and as such it is debited when it is allowed and credited when it is received. Example is, for the trade discount, if I take an example, it would be if a trader sells goods of the list price of rupees 1 lakh at 20% trade discount. Here you have to assume that the goods you sold it for cash because no name of the party is mentioned. So cash account debited to sales account. As I told you earlier, trade discount won't be recorded separately. It would be directly deducted from the list price or the invoice price. So the journal entry would be cash account debited to sales account 80,000. Now I'll go to show you the example of cash discount. If a trader sells goods of rupees 20,000 and provides cash discount of 2% for making prompt payment, the journal entry would be cash account debited, discount allowed account debited to sales account. So here we have to show the discount. Why? Because it is recorded in the books of account, and discount allowed is debited. Why? Because it is a nominal account, and as per the nominal account all losses should be debited. Sometimes a customer is allowed both the discounts. Now if you see this example, if a trader sells goods of the list price of rupees 20,000 at 10% trade discount and 2% cash discount, so I have shown you the working note over here. The price of the goods is 20,000. First you have to provide the trade discount, and the trade discount is 2,000, that is 10% of 20,000. And then you have to provide cash discount on the net amount, that is on 18,000, that gives you 360. The total amount payable by the person would be 17,640. How to make the journal entry or how to pass the journal entry would be cash, what you receive from this sale would be 17,640, and discount being a loss for you is debited with 360, and the sale price of the goods after showing or deducting the trade discount is coming to 18,000. So this is how you have to record the journal entry when both cash discount and trade discount are being included in the same transaction. The next one, very important one I am going to revise, is about the accounting for goods and service tax, that is GST. GST is an indirect tax which is levied on the supply of goods and services, and it is a nationwide tax, and it is also called as One Nation One Tax, and it came into effect on 1st July 2017. There are three types of tax which is discussed under GST. One is central GST, state GST, and integrated GST, and we call it as CGST, SGST, and IGST. If you see the first two, it is levied, that is it is collected on the intrastate sales. Intrastate here means within the same state, and IGST is levied on the interstate, that is any sale or purchase of goods and services which happens outside the state. The accounting procedures for the GST is, if suppose the sale or the purchase is within the state. So for example, if you are purchasing the goods within the state, so the journal entry would be purchases account debit, input CGST account debit treated as an asset over here, input SGST account debit to bank or the creditors. So if you are paying money, it will be to bank, or if it's on the credit, you have to write down the creditor's name or the party's name. In the same way, you can also replace purchases by any expenses or any fixed assets, drawing, advertisement, and loss by fire, if at all there is a mention of that. So always remember, whenever the sale is happening within the state, you have to use input CGST and input SGST, that is CGST and SGST, central GST and state GST have to be used for purchase of the goods within the state. For the sale of the goods within the state, the entry would be bank account debit if you are receiving check or cash, debtors account debited if it's on credit, 2 sales account and 2 output CGST and 2 output SGST. In the same way, you can replace the sales with any incomes if you come across. So remember these two most important entries. Sales within the state, if at all goods are returned. So the journal entry would be sales return. The goods which you sold and now it's been returned by the customer, the journal entry would be sales return account debit. Output CGST account debit, output SGST account debit to the person who have returned you. And in the same way, if there is a purchase return of the goods on which CGST was levied earlier when you purchased it, the journal entry would be creditors account debit to purchase account to input CGST and to input SGST account. So these were the treatment of GSTs, that is central GST and state GST, when the sale or the purchases take place within the state. What if the sale or the purchases is outside the state? Now I have taken an example. If the purchase of the goods is outside the state, you have purchased it from outside the state, so the journal entry would be purchases account debit, and there you will use not CGST and SGST, there you will use IGST, that is integrated goods and service tax. And if you are paying cash or check, you have to write down to bank or cash, or if it's on credit, you have to write down creditors. In the same way, you can replace the purchases with other expenses or assets. If you're selling the goods, the entry would be bank account debited to sales account. Bank account when it is debited, when you're receiving a check, you can write cash when you're receiving cash, and if it's on credit, you can write down debtors. So remember, whenever the purchase or sales happen outside the state, you have to use IGST. So for the sale, you have to use IGST, output IGST, and for the purchases, you have to use input IGST. I have taken an example over here where I have incorporated cash discount, trade discount, and GSTs. Ravi and Company, Delhi, sold goods to Manoj and Company of the list price of Rs 2 lakh less 15% trade discount and 4% cash discount, and received 40% by check. The GSTs each is given 6%. That means the sale is taking place within the state. So how to calculate what is the order of calculation? First you have to write down the list price, that is 2 lakh. Then you have to levy or calculate the trade discount, which is 15% of 2 lakh, that is 30,000. And the net amount you get is 1,70,000. After that you need to add CGST and SGST, which comes to 10,200 each. After adding that, you have to, as per the question, it says that 40% is actually received by the vendor in check. That means 60% is on credit. So the final amount over here is 1,90,400, and in that the party is ready to pay you 40%. And always remember, cash discount is provided only for the prompt payment or the payment of the money. So here you will provide cash discount 4% on that 40% of the amount receivable, that is on 76,160. If you take 4%, you will get 3046, and the net amount you will receive for this will be 73,114. So 60% of the amount still remains credit, that means you will receive in the future. How to pass a journal entry? The journal entry would be bank account debit, discount allowed account debit, Manoj and Company account being debited with that 60% amount because it's an asset we will receive in the future. To sales account, the after discount, that is after trade discount, price is 1,70,000. To output CGST account and to output SGST account. So this is how you have to record the journal entry.